Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is Mary with Leo Sunlight Insight, here to do your general reading for May 2019. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, thank you, thank you. If you're returning, thank you so much. You can check the description box below for all the information you need. All links are there. Any concerns, just check that out. You'll find everything you need down there. Personal readings, my Etsy page, my Facebook, my Instagram, my snail mail, decks I'm using, links to past Sagittarius readings. All that information is below. So please do go check that out. Thank you so much. And a quick shout out to all my new subscribers. I've gotten so many over the past week. Thank you, thank you. To those who have reached out for personal readings, thank you so much. And to those who have tipped or donated to my channel, thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated, and no amount is too small. So thank you so much for that. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I don't usually say that, but it can be for Sun, Moon, or Rising. So welcome, whether you're Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or Venus even, but this is a general reading. Venus is mostly for love. So we're doing the usual thing here. I'll be pulling a zodiac card to see what energy is around you for the month of May, your secret message here, your oracle card, and then I'll clarify with tarot. And then when we get to the tarot, I kind of have a new spread I'm following now, so you can let me know if you like that. So that part is a little different than how I've done them before. So please do let me know how you like that. If you're new and you do like how I read, please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be greatly appreciated. Comment. I love to read the comments. And thank you so much. So we're just going to get started here for you, Sagittarius, for the month of May 2019. And please do take whatever resonates and throw out the rest. Not every single thing will resonate with every single person, so please keep that in mind. Even with signs mentioned, if you're not dealing with certain signs, that's totally fine. Just disregard the signs. Just take in the energy of the cards. And please don't leave a ton of comments saying how, oh, well, I'm not dealing with that sign or this sign. This is tarot. You know how it works if you're a regular tarot watcher. So thank you so much, because I'll just delete any negative comments or ridiculous comments about how, well, it doesn't resonate this way or that way, or which is totally fine. But anyway. Okay, so let's see for the month of May 2019. And I do have a boo-boo on my hands, so from work, so please excuse my boo-boos on my hands. I had ugly band-aids, but I took them off, so okay, so let's see what some Sagittariuses might be dealing with in the month of May. We can get a sign, an element, a planet energy. We'll just see what comes out here. And if you're not dealing with this energy, that is totally fine. You can keep watching. So for Sagittarius spirit, please, can we have one card for Sagittarius for the month of May or thereon after? I say whenever you watch this, even if you watch it in December and it's resonating then, whenever you're meant to see it is when you're meant to see it. Even though I have a date, I do consider all my readings timeless, so please go back and watch past readings. Also, if this doesn't resonate, you might find one from the past that does. All right, got a big clump here, but I have the moon energy on top, but I'm not going to take it. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces, and the moon is about cycles coming to an end, new cycles beginning. So that may mean something to some of you, Sagittarius people. All right, one card. Here we go. Fire. Well, there's your element, fire. Fire. So you could either be dealing or have another fire sign around you, or that's just your energy because you are a fire sign. So the element of fire, which is 23, and that's 5, which does, 5 is about change. So let me read a little bit about the fire element. Powerful, focused, and intense, the energy of fire burns brightly and moves quickly. Passion, drive, The desire to create, strong and sometimes scary emotions like anger are fueled by fire. If both, it both bleh, okay, it both destroys and purifies, which seems in opposition to the desire to create, but really is part of the creative process. Bring the quality of fire to a situation by taking action and doing what needs to be done. Be courageous by saying or doing the scary but essential thing that needs expression. Being focused and determined to see something through to the end, or honoring and following your passion. Yep. So we'll see how that plays in for you about following your passion, your heart's desire, seeing things through, doing what's right for you, staying focused, having that determination and that courage. All right. All the decks I'm using are also listed below. All the decks have been pre-shuffled cut, meditated on, but I do shuffle more on camera for fresh energy. All right, so this is a new deck for me. It's the first time I'm using it. This is called The Answer is Simple by Sonia Choquette, and I was led to lead this. So something that you may be going through or something you're trying to understand, maybe in the month of May or thereon after, the answer is simple. So we'll see what we get for you, Sagittarius, for the month of May 2019. One more shuffle. All right, we have one card for the sign of Sagittarius, Spirit, please. What is the message most needed for the sign of Sagittarius in the month of May 2019, Spirit, please? Can we have, whoa. Well, this one kind of fell on its own. So we have number 32. Wow. Speak with love. And if you look here, you see that this fire is 23 and this card is 32. 5 and 5. Big changes for you, I feel, in the month of May. Also, 5 and 5 is 10, and that's a completion. 10s are completions, ending of cycles, things coming to an end. But after the end is always a new beginning. And you are number 9, Sagittarius, so you could be having, oops, I'm going to set my card on fire. So there may be a great need for you to follow your heart's desire, your passion, and doing what's right for you. But you may have some stress and anxiety and worries with 9, Sagittarius. 9 is also about, can be about stress, anxiety, wishes coming true, working on yourself, your stability, and that sort of thing. And I'm missing one. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. So, okay, so let me just read number 32. Oh, and I opened it right to it just about. So, notice the vibration you're presently creating with your words. When you allow ego to speak carelessly, it can stir up the emotional waters of others and set a tsunami of fear into motion. And it's funny here, it says emotional waters, and I did have that moon card come out, and that's the card of Cancer or Pisces, and they are water signs. So you could be, some of you could be dealing the water sign around you. Let me see now. This destructive vibration starts out subtly, but then builds as it travels and most definitely returns to its source, you with a vengeance. The spirit, on the other hand, calms the troubled waters of human emotion. It soothes fears with a sweet serenade of support, appreciation, and love. It's time to become aware of the effect of what you say. Are you creating a tsunami? I can't talk. A fear? Are you disturbing the emotional seas of those around you with your words? Or are you an ambassador of peace, speaking with respect and cheerfulness? Do you reassure others with your love? Your spirit invites you to review the impact you have on others, so be certain it's your spirit that speaks and not your troublemaking ego. Your spirit is a beautiful source of divine light, and it can heal divine light and can heal with a few well-directed words of love. It is these messages of spirit that will turn the present storm of circumstances into a peaceful lake of serenity. So you may be going through a big change right now in your life, because that moon card did come out on top of that clump there. That is about cycles ending. You got 5 and 5, which is 10, and that cycle's ending. So you may be going through a cycle that in your life that's ending right now, and I think with the fire energy is trying to tell you to control your maybe temper, anger, or drive. Maybe you have this really deep drive and desire to really push forward and move ahead, and maybe you may be being a little careless with your words, your actions. And it's saying here to be aware of how you're feeling, acting, or representing yourself with your words, your actions. You may feel that fire in your belly to move on with 5 and 5, 10, ending a cycle, but just be mindful of others around you and how you're saying, speaking, things you're doing. Okay. Alrighty, Saggies. Let's get some tarot on your situation, see what's going on for you in the month of May. Speak with love. Whoops, there goes my sign. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like you may be going through something right now, really big change. It's causing a really big disruption. Okay, and with the, just notice the boat here. I know there's 2 people in the boat, but that's kind of energy of sailing on and moving on from something. Almost is like the 6 of Swords energy. Alright, so now the first card I'm going to pull is how you will be feeling or possibly feeling in the month of May. And I also want to say, for a lot of the readings I've been doing so far, I've done Leo, Gemini, and Pisces. I've gotten their energy like 3 times come out in the reading. For Gemini, I got like the Gemini planet. I got Gemini all over it. Pisces the same thing. Leo the same thing. And now Sagittarius coming out with fire, which is your energy. So we'll see what we get here. Can we have one card? I feel like May, maybe it's this, I'm not an astrologist or anything like that, but I think there's a retrograde happening right now, and that's probably why all these signs, these readings I'm doing, is people really coming into their strengths and their powers and really doing what's right for them. Okay. So can we get one card for the sign of Sagittarius for May 2019? What's going on? How is Sagittarius feeling? Possibly feeling in the month of May 2000. I just want one card for how Sagittarius could be feeling in the month of May. It's too many. Just one card, Spirit, please. Wow. Big clumps, just one. There we go. Thank you. Now I'll take from the top, so won't be so much shuffling. So how you could possibly feeling in the month of May. We have the 4 of Pentacles, and this is Earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. You could have that in your chart. This could just be an energy. And this is an energy of holding on to what is yours, holding on to your assets, holding on to your finances, holding on to your emotions, how you're feeling, not really sharing yourself with others in any way, shape, or form. Just kind of holding on, holding back in every way. Holding on to your stability of what you have left, of what's going on. So, and here's the moon energy again. So I definitely feel like there's some kind of cycle you're going through right now, and you're just feeling a need. You need to hold on to everything you have to hold on to your stability. All right, so let's see. And it's just so funny, too, on the back of this deck almost looks like moons also. So This is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. So why are you feeling this way? The next two cards will be why you are feeling this way, Sagittarius. And we have the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's an action card. And then we have, wow, the Knight of Swords. Two Knight energies. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you have two Knight energies here. So in this energy here, you're kind of like holding back and holding on to your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, your stability. Pentacles is monetary, financial, career, that type of thing. So maybe you're just concentrating on yourself, just focusing on yourself right now with the Pentacle energy. But then you have this energy here of the Knight of Cups, and that is someone who's coming forward either to offer an apology or an offer of love or an affection or something like that. But then you have the Knight of Swords, and this is kind of like the reckless truth sayer who comes in recklessly and causes havoc and disruption with their words and actions, maybe not meaning to, but just kind of rushing in and just like blurting out a whole bunch of crap. Not intentionally wanting to cause trouble, but then maybe so, like with the fire energy, so passionate and like eager, they just kind of rush in, and it causes disruptance that they really didn't want or really mean to do, but it happens. So your situation is here that you're either moving out and away from a love situation here, or you could be rushing in to apologize to someone, or if there was an argument or disrupting behavior between you and another, could be a water sign. Maybe this is just an apology to them. A lot of different scenarios here. You could be rushing into someone to offer love and affection. You could be rushing into somebody with an apology. You could be rushing out of a love situation because the Knights are both going this way. So 3 different like scenarios there. But I feel like right now you're just kind of like in a woe is me thing, energy in a way, just concentrating on yourself. So there might have been a situation where there was like a rushing in of energies and like maybe an argument or something like that, conflict. But now maybe there's been apologies. So maybe there was a coming in and a rushing in of energies and conflict. But then there were apologies, but then everybody went back to their corners. And now everybody is just you or another person, whoever, just kind of backed off, back on their own, working on themselves, just holding back and just going in their solitary corners to keep the peace, I'm thinking, so we don't have this energy again. I don't know. It could be something ending here. You have 5, 5, 10, and that moon, ending of cycles, the moon here. And the moon here, I just noticed the moon is here too, so I don't know, we'll see. I just put this down a little bit. Okay, so that's why you're feeling this way, but what is the actual situation for you? We'll get 3 cards now. We have the Page of Swords, air energy again. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have the High Priestess. That is Cancer or Pisces. And then we have the Sun. This is Leo energy. Wow. So the situation I feel is, I don't know if you're watching somebody here with the Page of Swords energy. This is an energy of pages are communication. You could be wanting to communicate with somebody, communicate your truths, being upfront and honest. It also is an energy of doing research online, keeping tabs on somebody, watching them online, kind of like spying on somebody. I don't mean like in the bushes with binoculars, but, on social media and things like that. And then here you have the High Priestess. So this is somebody who is very in touch, who is very intuitive, who knows all the secrets but doesn't share them. She's very wise. She's very spiritual. She's connected to Source. She follows her gut instincts, her intuition, her higher knowing, her connection to the divine. You may be watching somebody that you feel is like this High Priestess energy. And they could be a Leo because you got the sun here. And I think they make you happy in some way by watching them. I don't know. Maybe the sun is very healing. It's very positive. It's enlightenment. Maybe this person, they could be a healer. They could be a tarot reader. They could be anybody. They could read tarot like I do. They could be a healer of some kind. Very intuitive. I don't know. I feel like you're watching them, and they could be a Leo, or there's something about them that brings you like a healing, positive energy, enlightenment in some way. They're enlightening you to their knowledge in some way. Somehow you're watching them or something. Or you wanting to speak truths here. Or there's a need for you to, follow your intuition, speak your truths to bring your happiness. Sun is very happy. It's success, it's joy, it's abundance, growth, expansion, happy home and family, healing energy. So I feel like the situation for you to have your total peace and harmony, happiness and joy is to follow your intuition and what is right for you. Speak up, speak your truths. In this situation, whatever cycle you may be ending here. So what's your advice in the situation? The Lovers. Wow, we have Gemini. That is about decisions. And then we have the Two of Swords. Wow. So, 2 cards of needing to make a decision. So your advice is you need to make a decision. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini, and that is usually a decision between 2 lovers or just a decision overall about something that is for your highest good. And then 2 of Swords energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and this is making a blind decision, knowing all the facts before you decide or not knowing all the facts, needing to make a decision but you really don't want to make it. You're kind of avoiding it here with the 2 of Swords. Kind of have those swords up, like, I don't want to do this, you got your blindfold on, you're just kind of ignoring it. But you also have the Lovers here about decision, needing to, 2 cards. So your advice is, whatever your situation is here, is that you need to make a decision on something to end a cycle and perhaps have a new beginning of some kind. Because you do have this Sun here, which is the most positive card in the deck. So by following your intuition and speaking your truths, you can have the success, joy, victory, this positive outcome. It's a major arcana. 2 major arcana in a row, the High Priestess and the Sun. And then the Lovers. So there's a need here for you to make a decision on your happiness and speaking your truths and following your intuition. May mean rushing into somebody and communicating with them. You have 2 pages here. You have 2 knights and a page. So, for action, you may need to rush in and apologize to somebody or avoid that Knight of Sword energy of causing trouble unwillingly, but you might want to watch that energy. So it's different scenarios here, so however it fits in your situation, I say take whatever way it resonates for you. So what could this outcome be if you make this decision on your happiness and following your intuition, speaking your truths? Either rushing into somebody with an apology or words of affection, even though you're holding back right now. I don't know. Let's see. What could your outcome be? The 5 of Wands. So this is conflict, fire energy, Leo, Sag, and Aries. So maybe that's why you're keeping to yourself right now, because you know whatever decision you make, if you're ending a cycle right now in some way, whatever decision you make may and you know, whatever ways you may follow your intuition and speak your truths, that may cause conflict with others around you. So that's why you're kind of just keeping to yourself, keeping quiet in your corner, working on yourself, holding back, because you're trying to avoid conflict. So conflict is here. So there will be conflict, but I know, I'm just curious what the next card is. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. You're really going to have to defend yourself. It'll be a long, hard battle. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, Leo, Sag, Aries energy here. So we got the 5 and 9 of Wands. So, yeah. Here's the wounded warrior, and here's the warrior at battle. So maybe a battle, and you may feel worse for wear, but you have that strength to keep going and persevere if need be. It's curious, another one here, 8 of Wands. So here's the communication. Here's the action, the travel, the communication. So you may decide to communicate and speak your truths anyway, even though there'll be conflict and there'll be a long, hard battle. Here's the card of action and communication and moving forward. Get one more. 5 of Cups. So yeah, this is sorrow, loss, heartbreak. Kind of feel like walking away from something here that was unfulfilling, because you got these cups knocked over here, but you got 2 full ones back here that you're not really seeing. That could be yours. And maybe that's what you're fighting for here, those 2 cups behind you. But right now you have this battle you might have to go through, being this warrior, communication, and then, you know, feeling heartbreak and loss, but it's part of the process, I guess. Just curious. Yep, here's the Emperor. So taking Aries energy, so taking charge, taking control of your life, what you need to do, doing what is best for you. Here's the Moon again. So maybe just deciding now to just be the emperor of your life, of your domain, of your cycle, ending a cycle, just taking control and just moving on. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck, how you're thinking. The World. Wow. So this is about cycles again. Definitely you're ending some sort of cycle soon, coming up either in May or thereon after, or even now. The World is about cycles, evolution, growth, expansion. Is everything with the World energy. So there is definitely energy here of, this could be Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. So definitely here I feel like you're ending cycles, starting new cycles here. All right, so let's see what your extra card is at the bottom of the deck for extra guidance. And we have See the Light, number 33. And 3 is a number of people working together, teamwork, cooperation, coming together, reuniting. And is also the 3 is also the number of heartbreak and loss, patiently waiting to set out on a new journey. But then if you add them together, you get 6. 6 is a very healing, balancing number. And 6 is balance, and balance is temperance, and temperance is also Sagittarius. So to me, that is a very healing, balancing number. So let's see what... And that's 6. So you have 5, 6. Okay, so let's see what... The great illusion of the ego. Wow, and this card too was also about ego. Is that it sees itself as less than or better than others. This creates a false sense of separation and isolation. Four of Pentacles. Wow. Cutting you off from the divine flow of life. The spirit within knows we're all of the same source and honors self. Let me read that again. The spirit within knows we're all of the same source and honors self and others equally. The ancients called this false sense of ego separation stink eye. I've heard of stink face. The sad affliction of not seeing the shared beauty of spirit in all. Where in your life are you suffering from stink eye? Yeah, I've heard of stink eye. Okay. Someone gives you that evil eye. Where do you feel less than or better than those around you? Where are you feeling inadequate or superior? Where do you feel jealous or indifferent? Where are you feeling angry or insecure? This false perception is robbing you of your right to inner peace, and it cuts you off from source. Everyone in your life reflects as an aspect of you. If you're feeling inferior, you're not accepting your own strengths and gifts properly. If you're feeling superior, you're dishonoring the divinity in another. In either case, you suffer. Each person in your life mirrors you back to yourself. If you feel less than another, you aren't properly valuing your endowments and beauty. If you're feeling superior, you're depriving yourself of the gifts of another. To clear the stink eye, look for the common elements you share with those from whom you feel separate. See both the human and divine in yourself as well as others. We all have challenges and weaknesses as well as divine light. Free yourself from stink eye by looking with the eye of spirit instead of the filters of the ego. Wow. And that also has to do with being kind and speak with love and watching your actions and what you're saying, doing, thinking, feeling as you're moving forward here with all this passion and desire of this wanting to maybe end a cycle, start a new cycle. And it's also telling you to get over your ego and pride and see the lighter side of things, see the good in all things. Don't be offended by things either. So Sagittarius, that was your May 2009 reading, general reading. I hope it resonated for you in some way. I see, you are holding back, holding on, kind of keep it quiet in your own little world, in your own little corner, maybe to avoid conflict, which always ends up in apology. Or, you're holding back, but you really want to rush into somebody maybe and offer something, an apology, or even love, or something like that. You could be watching them, or you just feel the need to communicate and speak your truths, following your intuition to your happiness and success. But you really need to make a decision here, and you're going to have kind of like a hard fight and battle here, but I see you can pull through it. You have communication, you have the Nine of Wands, it's being that strong warrior. It's been through a battle, but you can still fight on. It could be over a heartbreaking situation, a loss of some kind. But you could definitely here take control of things, take control of your life in this situation, and have this whole new cycle in life for you. Okay, Sagittarius. Well, I hope that resonated. If it did, please let me know. Leave a comment. Do like, share, subscribe if you like how I read. Hit the bell to be notified of when I post new readings. I also just started a new weekly energy forecast by element. It's all in one video. So you can go look for that. I put it up for this week. It's by element. So you can click on your element and go right to your elements reading. And there's a few messages in there. There's kind of like a little bit of love, general guidance, some tarot to kind of clarify for the week. So I'll be doing those weekly, so keep an eye out for that. So if you're new, you can browse my channel, have all kind of readings, love, general, for all the signs monthly, love and general bonus readings for the elements monthly. I do various twin flame readings monthly, and I've just started pick a card readings, different topics, which I do randomly. So kind of have to keep an eye out for them. If you hit the bell to be notified, you'll know when I post all new readings, so you can keep an eye out for that. All right, thank you, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you much luck on your journey here. Best of luck to you, and sending you much light, love, and blessings. And as I always say is with my channel, is to always shine your light.